Planning: we will start the census next Thursday. And the Ministry of Interior announces the start date of the curfew and those exempted from it. Quote, the population census will continue until December 10th, and the 20th and 21st of this month will be for the census of family members, indicating that the enumerators will visit families more than once, and the curfew will gradually be lifted from the areas where the census is being conducted. When the currency, the dinar, hits the forex, I think everybody's going to have an awakening. I know I will. Zimbabwe's new currency is set to trade on the forex market. Why do we discuss why we watch the ZiG currency so closely, when most of our IQD investors, we watch the Zimbabwe's currency because, like Iraq, Zimbabwe had a currency where it took $1.47 to make one Zimbabwe dollar. Iraq's currency was over 3 IQD to $1 before 2023. Like Iraq, the country ran into hardship and was devalued and spiraled downward. We watched Zimbabwe and other developing countries' currency for ideas on how Iraq may handle its currency revalue, float, reinstatement or central bank digital currency. Zimbabwe has lots of gold and Iraq has lots of oil. Zimbabwe plans for its gold-backed currency to trade on the forex market. However, they did not tell us when this event will happen. Television is showing a special report about the new port and investment project. They say these ports will change Iraq's economy forever. A turning point in financial policies: what comes after the cancellation of the dollar movement monitoring platform. Quote, the entry of the central bank Iraqi, the U.S. Federal Reserve as a supervisory body, and assigning transfer operations to Iraqi banks that have relationships with major international banks such as Citibank and JP Morgan, will contribute to accelerating transfer operations and limiting data manipulation. Eliminating the parallel market. Question: what are we waiting on? Marx: I think we are just waiting for an announcement. I think they are on a fast track to completion. Maybe that's why we get silence and a brick wall from contacts. Alex says, when we reach the point where everyone is headed towards using the official and fundamental channels in the transfer process, then we find no room for there to be two prices for the dollar. That's when he'll make his move. If he's not ready now, when will he be? I don't know. That's his call. It's on him to know the marketplace. When is the safest time to do it? He's saying over the passage of time it gets shorter and shorter because the people are using the system properly. Once he changes the exchange rate, I think that market, the two prices, go away like that, snap. I'm sure you've already heard about the phone call between Sudani and Trump, so there's some good things coming down the road for Iraq. Article: Sudanese and Trump agree to coordinate to stop the region's wars and meet in the near future. When the two of them spoke, this was around the time about 70 different world leaders were calling to congratulate Trump on his victory, but they were saying that when it came to Sudani they had a much longer and different talk altogether. So why exactly does Trump want to meet with Sudani as soon as possible? Trump is going to be making a proposal to Sudani I think that he won't be able to pass up on, and that is he wants Sudani to help Trump negotiate some kind of peace deal with Iran, or if he can't do that, at least facilitate keeping them under control while he is in office so he can bring peace to the Middle East. He feels Sudani is his ticket into Iran. With the amount that you told us you have, the Brinks truck will come to your house and they will do the exchange right there in your house, and then you'll be good to go. It'll be in your bank. You'll be able to verify it on your phone, in your app that shows your banking information. He said you'll be able to validate on a computer, all that jazz, that the money is in your account. They're saying we should have an accountant and tax attorney. They have a list of all that they'd be more than happy to share. I said no thank you, I have all that covered. It was amazing. The Parliamentary Planning Committee confirmed, on Tuesday, that the government did not achieve what it pledged in its programme, which it reviewed with the House of Representatives. The deputy chairman of the committee, Mohammed al-Baldawi, said in a statement to Al-Maluma agency, "The expenses in the budget tables for the current year that were approved by Parliament are still high, and the government must consider reducing those expenses in the tables for next year, provided that they do not affect, in one way or another, the vital sectors and vulnerable groups." He added, "The state of corruption is still ongoing in the government sectors, despite the Sudanese government taking a series of measures to reduce it, but it has not achieved what it pledged in its government program, that was voted on by the House of Representatives." He pointed out that the reason behind this is summarized in the heavy legacies left by the previous government, in addition to the delay in completing the rulings against those involved in corruption.